guys, what's up? It's your girl Mo and welcome back to my channel. I have not done a makeup tutorial on this bad boy since last year, 2019. I'm sorry. I've been loving so much doing all the lifestyle content, doing the podcast. I've been like so focused on all that I totally forgot that I still am a beauty blogger as well. And so thank you guys for all the very kind reminders in the comments of my other videos saying, Mo, loving the new content, but don't forget that you also still owe us some makeup, girl. So I actually went to the store the other day. I went to Morphe and I went to Namie's and I picked up some new stuff that I'm going to be playing with on camera for you guys. One or two of the products I've already used, so I'll kind of just demo them for you, and the others I have not. So before we get into it, you guys know I got to remind you to please subscribe to my channel. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like this kind of video, and comment down below and just let me know your thoughts in general. You know, I like to connect with you guys and converse in the comments, so make sure that you do that. And yeah, let's get into this. So the first product that I picked up is the new Jaclyn Hill palette volume 2. It's the Jaclyn and Morphe palette. Super cute. I also picked up the Jaclyn Cosmetics products that she had there. So she had the luminous powders, which I did play with this already and it is beautiful on the skin. And then also this new highlighter, which is gorgeous. I haven't used it on my skin yet, but when I swatched, I was like, oh my god, so amazing. I also picked up some new lip products from Huda Beauty and MAC, and then also a new highlighter from Dose of Colors. And then the last new thing that I got is this Morphe continuous setting mist, but this is the mattifying version. You guys, if you've seen any of my previous makeup videos, you know I always use the original version, which is so good. Like, I love the fine mist that it has, and it just locks my makeup in all day. So because I am an oily girl and they came out with the mattifying one, I was like, no brainer, gotta try it. And then the last thing that I'm going to show you guys today, which I'm gonna get into in just a second, is this new makeup technique that I learned from Jordan Liberty. He posted a video, I want to say like a week or so ago, and as soon as I saw it, I've been like using the technique every single day, and it makes all the difference in keeping my skin super matte, especially my T-zone, and just making my makeup like look a lot more flawless. So I'm going to show you guys that technique, and I'll list his original video down below for you guys as well. So yeah, so you guys can obviously also see my new hair color a lot more up close and personal. This is the thing about coloring your hair that I didn't really realize, especially when I keep my hair so short, because I have my sides faded. As they're growing in, they're gonna come back black, obviously. So now I'm like two-toned around this thing. So I'm just like, I don't really want to have to color my hair every single week, because that's just too much maintenance, and that's not the kind of lifestyle that I live. But I don't like this necessarily either. So I'm gonna probably end up coloring my hair a more like burgundy, like a deep burgundy color, so it looks, I almost want it to look black in the shade, and then you only really see the color when I'm in the sun, because then that way it doesn't look so drastic when it's growing out, you know what I mean? So anyway, first step that you want to do for this new makeup technique is moisturize your skin per usual. So I already did that. I used the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream, which I love. I already have that sitting in. It soaked into my skin for the last like 15 minutes or whatever. Then you want to go on top of that with a translucent loose setting powder. So I'm using the one from Laura Mercier. I am using the original, which is this like white color. I do also have the medium deep, but for whatever reason lately I've just been preferring the translucent one, so that's what I'm going to use. And I'm just going to take it on a large powder brush and just apply it in the T-zone. And you don't want to do a lot, you just want to do like a light coat of this, but focus it in the area that, you know, you get oily, which for me is my T-zone, and then I just take the rest of it and kind of go all over my skin. Then you want to take your setting spray. I know this seems like so out of order, right? So you want to take your setting spray. I'm using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist, the original one, not the mattifying one, and just do a light spray. Like that. And then the final step before you go in with your makeup is your primer. I know, bear with me. This seemed, when I first saw this, I was like, what? And I was like, I trust him though, because his makeup skills are so on point. So I was like, I'm gonna try it. And I tried and I was like, oh yes God, I don't do my makeup any other way now. So then you just want to take your primer, and the one that I'm using is the Too Faced Hangover RX. It's a hydrating primer, and you just want to apply that all over the skin. And if you do too much powder underneath, you'll notice like your primer goes on a little bit funky, which thankfully in this moment it's not happening. But I have made the mistake of putting on too much powder in the past, so that's why I told you guys do a light layer, and then just kind of press your primer into the skin. Got my nails done the other day. I've been really liking like nude-ish kind of nails with just like a subtle accent. So the last time I showed you guys my nails, I think I did it only on like Instagram or maybe it was in a video, I'm not really sure, but I had like a really pretty like silver design with like little decals all over it, and this time I did like gold leaf with little hearts. Kind of fancy. Okay, so now that you did that, now you can go in with your foundation or like whatever other steps that you normally take. So I'm using the Becca Ultimate Coverage foundation in the shade Tonka. This is a newer shade that they came out with, and it's pretty perfect for me. Like truly, it's like the best shade match of all the foundations that I have right now. So that's the one that I've been using lately, and I'm just taking that with a foundation brush and just gonna apply my foundation per usual. Okay, next up I'm going to go in with my concealer. I actually really want to try the new Pat McGrath concealer, but I haven't gone to Sephora yet. So right now I'm still using the Tarte Shape Tape in the color Rich. And by the way, everything that I'm using will be listed down below in the description box. So I'm just going to quickly do my base the way that I normally do, my brows and all that stuff, and then I'll be back so we can get into the new products, okay? So BRB. Okay, so we're back. I did a light layer of the pressed powder from NARS that I always use. This is in the shade Heat. And then I remember that I wanted to use this Jaclyn Hill powder, so I'm actually just gonna apply this on top because I did like a very light layer of the powder anyway. So this is called Luminous Powder and the shade is Feeling It, which I think is the deepest shade that they offered. I have tried this already and it looks so bomb on the skin, you guys, but literally you need to use a very little bit. So I'm gonna start off with what's in the cap and use a very fluffy brush. I actually need more than that. So I'm just gonna dip my brush into here, try to evenly coat it, and then kind of like swirl it into the cap just to like make sure you don't have like too much on one area, and then just very lightly dust it over the skin. And it really does give like the most beautiful like luminous glow to the face. I was like, ooh, yes, summertime glow come through, honey. So when I tried this though in the store for the first time, I just dipped my brush into the powder. I thought I had pressed enough of it off, and I went straight in, and it literally had the biggest glob of like subtle highlight sheen on my cheek, and I was like, oh no. So do make sure that you spread it out evenly and don't go too ham. And like I said, it's subtle. Like, it's the good thing about this is even if you have oily skin, like it's not gonna look like a disco shiny ball at all. It looks really, really nice if you just blend it out enough. All right, cool. So we're done with that. Now, I also already primed my eyelids. I'm using the same that I use every single day, which is the Fenty Pro Filter eyeshadow primer. And then I also set it with the NARS pressed powder just so that my lids were like nice and smooth before we go on with our eyeshadow. So I haven't played with eyeshadow in so long, y'all, but I got this palette just because I wanted it, because I really like the original Jaclyn Hill palette. So this is what it looks like in case you haven't seen it. It's really, really pretty, very colorful, but also there's still enough neutral shades in here that you can do this as like an everyday type of look, which you guys already know is my default. So the first color that I'm going to go in with is this one right here at the top. This is called Thick Skin. It looks like a really pretty medium brown, like a warm brown shade. I'm going to take that on this Sigma tapered blending brush and just apply this throughout my crease. It is kicking up a whole lot of powder in the pan. So make sure that you tap off your brush really well in between. But the color is showing up nicely. You know, it looks like blown out on the camera. I'm sorry about that. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. Okay, this color Homebody right here is literally calling my name. I don't know why, but it looks actually really, really cute. It's like a terrible swatch of it. So I'm just gonna go on top of what I already did with that color. And again, it's kicking up a lot of powder in the pan. So the shadows are like very soft, the formula. But yeah, just blending that on top. For whatever reason, it looks like that first shade, Thick Skin, that I use, it almost has like a sheen or something. It looks like a little sheeny on my eyes. I don't know why that is, but. All right, next shade that I want to go in with is Flame and Odd right here. I'm going to put this on my lid. It's a super, super pretty, not duochrome, but it has like this really pretty sheen to it. It's a gorgeous gold, and I think it's gonna look really good with the cheek highlighter that I'm gonna go in with later. So on a MAC 239, I'm just picking that color up, and I'm going to press it on the lid all the way to the inner corner. I feel like this color probably would look more metallic if you wet the brush, but it actually shows up really, really well dry as well. I have hooded lids, so my challenge is always keeping the lid shade only on my lid and not in my crease. So I'm gonna have to blend that out in a second. Taking a clean blending brush, this is a Smith 247, and just blending the edges. I like the fact that the shades right now, like none of the shadows that I've used so far are falling all over my face, so that's a good thing. Okay, so this palette doesn't have like a dark brown, like the rich chocolate brown that I personally am looking for to deepen my outer V. So I'm just gonna switch over to this Pat McGrath palette that I have in front of me. This is the Mothership 5. Super, super pretty. And I'm gonna take this color brown and just try to apply that in my outer corner to give it some depth. I'm taking that same Smith brush that I was using, and I'm just going to pack this in the outer corner like I said. I'm gonna take my Tom Ford eyeliner pen that I always use and just create myself a little swing. Because I'm gonna put on lashes. A wing liner always does the trick, honey. Okay, so then I'm gonna switch back over to the Jaclyn palette, and let's see what kind of highlighter color I'm going to use. These metallic shades are so pretty. They look like hella glittery. Like this one called Get Ready With Me. Like, gorgeous. Ride or Diamonds. It's a little bit drier of a formula. Drama Queen. So these are really, really pretty. But I think I'm gonna go with Get Ready With Me. I think that might be cute. So I'm gonna pop that in my inner corner. And that is this color right here. It's like a gold shimmer. Yeah, that's bomb. And then I'm gonna take this small Smith 253 and pop that same shade under my brow bone. Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly do my lower lash line. I'm just gonna apply this Morphe black liner in my the waterline, and then blend it out with the same colors that I did at the top. So I'm gonna go in with Thick Skin right here, and then a little bit of Homebody, and just blend those down on the lower lash line, and then I'll be right back. All right, so I applied some lashes also off camera. These are Lily lashes, and they're in the style Rome. Everything will be listed down below per usual. So now we're gonna go into blush, highlight, and lips, which is to finish off this look. I was trying to debate in my head, like what color should I go in with for blush, because I don't have anything really new. I was thinking that this Cover FX monochromatic one in Spice Cinnamon might be a cute little look, but I feel like because of my hair and then the eyes are super like bold and pretty, that I think I want to go like with a red shade. So this is Exhibit A by NARS, and it's a color that you can buy year round as part of their permanent collection. So I'm gonna just take that using this Bobbi Brown blush brush, and it'll just add some warmth to the skin and also play really well into my auburn reddish copper hair. Okay, so for highlighter, these are the two that I picked up. So this is the one from Dose of Colors, which is so pretty. Right there. But I feel like that does not pop as much as this Jaclyn Hill one. This is called Megawatt Loose Highlighter. It's supposed to be one of her like super beaming highlighter shades. And let's see where I can add this. Now this is gorgeous. And these swatches are the worst, but I'm about to show you on my face because that's the best way to do it anyway. So 1 second. I'm gonna use my Anastasia highlighter brush. And because this is a loose highlighter, I'm gonna try my best to start off slowly and then add. Whoa, okay. And literally like there's almost nothing on my brush, but that's what happens when you have like these loose pigments. They are way more bold than you would think. But I feel like this plays in better with the eyeshadow. So this is a really, really pretty highlighter. Boom, yes, go on. All right, going in with some more for the other side. And this is me actually really trying not to make it so like, you know, too much. Yes. Okay, so for lips, I think I'm gonna do a red lip just because I feel like that will really just bring this all home. I'm running out of my favorite lip liner, Vino from MAC. I'm just gonna use Currant right now. And it'll be covered up for the most part anyway when I put the red on, but just to give myself a little something. This is my favorite lip balm. One of my favorites from Tatcha. It has like gold leaf in it, or gold foil. My lips were super dry. Okay. I bought this red one from Huda. I'm like literally the worst right now with these swatches. Like this red is gorgeous. It looks kind of more like, it's called, this one by the way is called El Cinco de Mayo. It's really, really pretty. It kind of pulls a little bit pink as well. But then this one that I've been loving from Fenty is called Uncensored. And it's like the most beautiful red ever. So I think I'm gonna go in with that one. Plus it's a liquid lip, so I think it'll last longer. And I like when my liquid lips start to fade, then I just put lip gloss on top and it still looks like really pretty. I mean, you cannot tell me that this lip is not everything. It's red. Yes, go on. Let's get that off your teeth, honey. And then if I want to jazz it up just like a smidge, I'm gonna go with Aliangelic, which is normally not this color of like this random pinkish purple that I have going on, but because I always use this as a topper on top of like bold lips, it turned into all these other colors. But just taking a little bit of that on the center and blending it out. All right, so now final step of this here makeup look is to use the mattifying setting mist from Morphe. Ooh! Normally it has like such a fine mist, but this time it squirted out a little bit weird. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. A little bit better. And it smells bomb. I don't know what the hell that is in here, but it smells amazing. Cucumber, papaya, fruit extract, rose, everything. I'm loving it. Okay, cute. So this is the final look. Okay, yes girl. This look is super cute, very simple, very much right up my alley. You guys know how I roll, but I feel like it honestly is like the perfect like brightness and like colorful enough that this is very like springtime, summertime appropriate, but it's not like over the top. Obviously you can always pare things down by doing a different lip combo or making your eyes more nude and then doing a bold lip. But yes girl, come through. Anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. This was fun. I haven't played with new makeup in a long time, so who knows if I'll ever use this palette ever again, to be honest with you, because you guys know, like I say, I'm always super low-key and casual when it comes to my makeup these days, but it's always nice to kind of step outside of my box and do something a little bit different. So let me know what you guys thought in the comments down below. Please don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for Thursday's episode of the Homegirl Hangout. I have another special guest. My girl Nia came through. But yeah, I'll see you guys really soon in my next video. Bye guys.